Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the channel. Good afternoon. Hope you're all well. Hope you've had a good day so far. Welcome to Game Watch Live on this Saturday afternoon football live. Watch along. The game between Leeds and Fulham should be a good game. Two teams who are in good form at the moment, despite the fact that Leeds came out the wrong end of a 7-goal thriller at Newcastle. They bounced back straight away in the FA Cup against Derby and came out convincing 3-1 winners. Fulham, the same. They're playing well at the moment, and this is going to be a difficult game for both sides, really. It's a pretty even game. I can't imagine that either of these teams are going to start as favourites, maybe just slightly Leeds because they're at home, and Elland Road is a big plus for Leeds when they're playing there. You would back Leeds against anybody at Elland Road, but that remains to be seen. Let's take a look at the teams. They have been announced. Let's just bring those up. Daniel Farke's sticking with his tried and tested 3-5-2 formation, but he's a couple of changes, and one that I'm not surprised about. Carl Darlow comes back into goal for Lucas Perry. Perry has looked a bit vulnerable at times. He hasn't dominated his area, and he's made a few mistakes that have cost Leeds points, so he's out for this one. The back three, James Justin, Joe Rodon and Pascal Struijk. So a couple of changes there. Justin is no stranger to playing in a back three. Lacking a bit of height, having taken the changes there. Bogle's back in the side at right fullback. Goodmanson will play at left fullback. Your three centre midfielders are Aronson, Ampadu and Gruev. And up front it will be Calvert-Lewin and Okafor. Marco Silva for Fulham has gone for a slightly different formation. It's a 4-2-3-1. So he'll have Leno in goal. His back four will be Castagna, Anderson, Cuenca and Robinson. Lukic and Berg will be in midfield. Wilson, Smith Rowe and Sessegnon will look to get forward in support of Jimenez. So that's the two teams. Those are the two teams that will be starting in about 10 minutes' time, I would imagine. Live chat is now open. If you've got anything to say about this game or observation about the changes. If we'll just look at the changes, we've got no Anton Stack in midfield. He's been rested or whatever, but Gruev, Ampadu and Aronson will anchor that midfield. Just look at the subs for these, just see if whether... as I thought, Buonanotte, the new signing, is on the bench. Whether we'll see him in this game, I just don't know. But we shall see. Bornau's there, Byram's there, Perry will be the substitute goalkeeper, Nonto, who did so well against Derby, Sean Longstaff back in it again, Mecha, Pirro and Tanaka. The subs for Fulham will be Kearney, Diop, King, Kusi Assar, Lecomte, Reed, Kevin, Amisa and Adama Traore. So that's the two teams. Just waiting for it to come on which channel before we can get into it. But we're looking to take your chat if you want to get involved in the chat. I've just put that on there. We'll keep an eye on things for the chat. But mostly we'll contemplate on the game itself, and we'll have a look at the chat at half time. Let's take a look at the games that are kicking off at the same time as us as well. Don't forget that there was a game early on, the Manchester Derby, and that went 2-0 to Manchester United and thoroughly deserved as well. They had 3 goals that were disallowed, hit the crossbar, and Man City didn't look anywhere near it. It was well off the pace. Chelsea and Brentford kick off at 3 o'clock along with Leeds and Fulham. Liverpool and Burnley too. It's a big game for Burnley. You've got to think that if they lose this one, they'll probably cast well adrift at the bottom, especially if Leeds and Forest win. Sunderland at home to Crystal Palace. Crystal Palace and bit of disarray at the moment with losing Mark Gahey and then the manager saying that he's leaving at the end of the season. Tottenham and West Ham, that's a big one for West Ham. West Ham have got to get 3 points there, you would got imagine. Nottingham Forest at 5:30 have got it all to do against potential champions of Arsenal. So that's the games later on. We'll keep an eye on those at half time where we can, but for the moment we'll concentrate on our game here. Thanks to everyone who's joined us so far. If you're not a subscriber, please do become a subscriber. We're just looking to push on towards 250 subscribers at the moment. We're getting there, but we can't do it without your help. Can't do it without your help. We need your help. You've been good to us so far. The viewing figures have been great, and we do appreciate everybody's support. Just looking for the channel that the football is on. Probably on this one. It's not started yet. We're 6 or 7 minutes away from the kick-off as it is at the moment. Premier League F28 says it's another big game for Leeds, I think, a narrow win for the Mighty Whites. Let's hope so. But it will be a difficult game, there's no doubt about that. If Calvert-Lewin can get among them. Wilson, who Leeds were interested in, is going to be the one to stop. He's on good form at the moment, scoring goals and setting them up, so we're going to have to keep an eye on him, as well as Smith Rowe, who's playing an advanced role up front. He's got all the skills. Nothing yet on the channel, just making sure I've got the right channel. Sunderland game, that's not the game. Let's hope it's on this one. All the others are taken. I'm just making sure I've got the right channel. Just bear with me a sec. The last thing I want is any spot on that keeps freezing on me. That's the last thing we want. Yeah, there we go. Team's just coming out of the tunnel now, so we're not far off a kick-off. The only problem is that it keeps freezing every couple of seconds. Ampadu leading the sides out, or his side anyway.
Oh, Jake, come here. Come here.
Another sellout at Elland Road. You can't get a ticket for love nor money there. Leeds and Fulham just coming into the centre of the pitch just to do the usual handshakes. Both teams just lined up there. This is not good at all. Not good at all. It keeps jumping back about 30 seconds. I wonder if it's possible to find it on another channel. Let me just bear with me, guys. Well, I'll just see if I can find it on another channel, because at the moment that's poor as that. It's not watchable. will find it and just find a better one there. English Premier League games. Nothing on there. Just going through the channels, but everything is off at the moment. There's nothing there at all. And we're not far off kickoff, so I'm trying to get this back. You have to bear with me a sec while I just find this. It's very frustratingly. I'm sure the games are kicked off already by now, but I've just got blank. I've just got blank at the moment. I'm sure it'll come back in a minute. This is very frustrating. Just try and update the content and just have to bear with me a sec. I'm going to update the content and see if I can get this channel working, because at the moment it's nothing.
Boo, come here. Boo.
Nothing. Nothing at all. Just when you don't need it, it's gone down. I will stick around and wait for the channel to come back on. Hopefully it does, but at the moment there's nothing at all. And it's just typical that it goes down. Just at the wrong time. There's nothing at all. Just absolutely typical. Try doing an update again, see if that sorts it out. Can always catch up with it as soon as it starts, as soon as it comes on, but at the moment. Right, let's see. It's done an update. Let's see if it'll come on. Right, here we go. Let's. Ah. Well, that channel came on, so. Just keeping my fingers crossed, hoping it's going to come on. At the moment, I've got the buffering, and nothing else. Right. That game's on. You've just got to sit tight and just wait a sec for it to come on, hopefully. There, got it. We've missed about the first 5 minutes of it by the looks of things. Leeds are on the attack with Okafor. Calvert-Lewin. Anderson takes it away from him though. He got it a bit under his feet, did. Let's see if I can get the timer on. Just help it on a bit. Want to be around about nearly 5 minutes, so if I can get it somewhere near it. I'm not far off with that. Leave it at that. Ball's back with Rodon and then goes out to Strauch on the left. He gives it back to Rodon, still in his own half, very central, moves it out to the left to Strauch. Strauch goes down the line looking for the run of Goodmanson, but he can't catch up with that. And it skips out for a goal kick. The timer is about, according to that, it's about there. I think we're just about bang on now. Goalkeepers with balls with Leno. He rolls the ball out to the left. Koenika goes long, looking for Jimenez, but Carl Dallow's out of his area. Brings the ball down on his chest, gives it inside. Smith Rowe's taking the ball back off now, and he's got a chance. So he almost had a chance, but slip Jimenez in. But Ampadu comes away with it, gets away from Smith Rowe, and he's coming forward down the centre circle, over to the left to Okafor. Okafor's got a chance to take Castagnon as a shot from his right foot as he rolls in across the box, but it's straight at the keeper, and he gets out quickly. And Luton looking to hit on the break again with Wilson. He slows things down a bit. He gives it to Lukic. Lukic gets it across to Berg. Comes back across to Wilson. Wilson under pressure from Aronson. Goes back to Cuenca. Is it Cuenca or Cuenca? I don't know. Anyway, it's coming forward now with Anderson. Anderson goes back to Cuenca. He gives it to Robinson. Robinson plays it inside to Cuenca again. It's back with Anderson anyway, and he goes long and left looking for Robinson. Robinson is closed down by Bogle, and he blocks the cross, does Bogle, at the expense of a corner. Marching on together, being sung by the Leeds crowd, but it's a corner to Fulham on the Fulham left-hand side. Looks like it's going to be Wilson is going to take a left-footed away swinger. And it comes now. No, he steps over it and then goes back. False start. Maybe a second time, Wilson. And it comes now. It's at the near post. Jimenez got his head in, but he couldn't get enough of a glance on it to put it into the goal. He got in front of everybody though. Leeds have been weak at times with their marking at corners, and that was another occasion there, although Jimenez couldn't get his header at the near post on target. And Darlow takes the resulting goal kick over to the left, but it's a poor one, and it takes one bounce and goes out for a throw to Fulham. Thrown inside, picked up by Jimenez. Comes out to the left. It's Cuenca. He gives it to Smith Rowe, goes back to Cuenca, moves it back across to the right-hand side. Anderson goes to the right. Ball inside, back to Anderson. It's Berger who gave it back, but Leeds are forcing them back, and although Cuenca's got the ball, he's just outside his own penalty box now, and Anderson forces him to go back to Leno. Fulham coming away down the right now, a bit of interpassing. Has created a bit of space down that right-hand side. The ball's chipped inside. Jimenez lays it off. Wilson has got away from his man. Out to Smith Rowe on the left-hand side. You think he'd have had a dig there. Comes back on his right-hand side and lays it back to Wilson. And with his left foot shot, he tried to place one in the bottom right-hand corner. It's no pace in it. And it goes wide anyway. I thought Smith Rowe had the best chance when he came onto his left foot. He decided to cut back in on the right and still didn't have a shot with his right foot. It was opened up for a curler and he didn't take it. Goal kick to Leeds. High into the air. Calvert-Lewin goes up for it, but he's beaten to it, headed forward. Wilson's going to chase this one down. Well, it's Jimenez. Darlow got out of his box quickly and cleared the ball away, and it's a throw to Fulham, just short of the halfway line on the right-hand side. Cuenca. Short ball inside. Forced back to Leno, who's 10 yards out of his goal. Ball's out with Cuenca again. He goes left-footed, looking down the line for the run of Robinson, but he's not going to get that. Goes all the way through to Darlow. Darlow underarms it out to Strauch. He gives it to Rodon. Goes back to Strauch. Strauch then can give it to Gruev. Gruev gives it back to Strauch. Then to Rodon. Rodon gets out to Justin. Justin has to go back to Rodon, and Rodon goes all the way back to Darlow. Fulham holding a high line. As soon as the ball comes out of the area, like it did to Gruev there, they're pushing up. Inside to Ampadu. Ampadu looks for a diagonal ball right, looking for Bogle. Bogle will bring that down. and tries to get the ball down for the run of Aronson, but it's blocked. But he picks the ball back up. There's Bogle, plays the ball inside, and Gruev's pass is a poor one. Smith Rowe got in there, but Rodon picks the loose ball up and gets it to Strauch over on the left-hand side now. He plays the ball inside, and that's another poor one that Anderson's picked up easily. Lukic now coming down the right-hand side. Ampadu gets in there and gets the tackle in. Lukic gets the throw and takes it quick. Cuenca now. Central. Goes out to Anderson, out to the right-hand side, back to Anderson. Still in his own half over on the far side. Moves it left. Cuenca gives it back to Anderson. Anderson's going to go looking inside. The dummy is given. Jimenez then almost got a ball through to Wilson, who made the run inside. Jimenez brings Ampadu down and the free kick's given. Rodon has the ball. Strauch has the ball. Gruev plays a ball inside looking for Okafor. Okafor is out to Goodmanson. He's been forced back and he has to go all the way back to Strauch. Strauch gets it to Rodon. Back to Strauch. It's a bit cagey at the moment. Neither team willing to take any chances this early in the game after 13 minutes. Is so being played in that middle third. Okafor has the ball now. Gruev. Back to Strauch. Across to Rodon. Rodon plays a little ball inside to Gruev. Aronson can't take the ball. Ball goes down the line. Over the head of Bogle, but Rodon gives it back to Bogle. And then it goes to Strauch. Rodon. James Justin now. Smith Rowe got his foot in, but it's a throw to Leeds. James Justin is going to take this, and as he knows, he's going to leave it to Ampadu. It's a long way out for a long throw, but they're backing off for it, so he's going to go for it. Puts his thumb up. Ready for the throw. It's going to be a long throw if he can get it to that penalty spot where everybody's backed off to. Flicked on, was it by Strauch? No, I couldn't really see it. It was just a bit too far out there. I could see that. Anyway, Bogle puts the ball into Calvert-Lewin. Calvert-Lewin nods it into the box. It almost came through off Okafor. It's a difficult one for him to hit, but it was a nice height for a volley. But it's a wild swing at it that sent it miles over the bar. It's a great header by Calvert-Lewin, and Okafor is sliced wildly across that one. Leno plays the ball out to the left. Bogle's in there though. Can Calvert-Lewin get it? No, it goes out for a throw to Fulham. Robinson's going to take this throw on the near side. It's well inside. He's almost level with his own penalty box. So it's deep in the Fulham half. Throws the ball inside. It's Aronson won the header. And in the end, Anderson has to go back to his keeper, Leno. And asks for the ball back at his feet straight away, does Anderson, and gets it. Comes forward, plays a little ball inside to Lukic. Lukic goes out to the right-hand side. Comes back into Berg. Berg goes all the way back to the keeper, Leno. Leno gives it to Anderson. They're in that far corner, but they've managed to extract themselves, and they're coming away down that right-hand side now. Coming up to the halfway line. The Leeds get the throw. Goodmanson reckons it was his, but it's been given to Lukic, and he's taken the throw quickly. Anderson again. Berg moves it across to the left to Cuenca. He plays a little ball inside. Ampadu's in there quickly, and Aronson's coming down the right side. He's got no support though, but he goes round him. He's into the box now, gets his cross. It's unfortunate. Leeds just didn't get the men forward there. He got a little cross back in just towards the edge of the box, and it was picked up by the Fulham defenders tracking back, but Leeds just didn't get the men forward there. Aronson's in there again and picks the ball. And the referee's given that as a foul, and that's a poor one. Raul Jimenez has gone down there, but it was quite obvious that Aronson won the ball on the halfway line there. Let's just take a look at that again. Oh yeah, he won the ball easy, got his foot well onto it. Jimenez didn't know he was there. He robbed him, did Aronson, and Aronson was given as a foul, and it wasn't. Just looking at that cross again, that Aronson made that break into the box. There was only Calvert-Lewin that was there. No one else was getting forward. The ball's back with Leno anyway. He moves it back out to Anderson. Anderson, right-footed, goes long down the right-hand touchline. Lukic couldn't bring that one in. Fighting for it with Goodmanson. Goodmanson does well to hold him off and lays it back to Strouk. Strouk gives it to Ampadu. Ampadu spreads it to the right to Rodon. Rodon will come forward and he'll give it to Justin. Justin is held up by Smith Rowe and goes back to Rodon. And Rodon goes back to Darlow, who's 10 yards out of his box. Gives it to Strouk. And back to Rodon. Rodon puts his foot on the ball, looks for options. Headed on. Leeds win the throw on the right-hand side. James Justin goes down the line, and Aronson's going to get there. He's got a chance to put a cross in, and it's a well-struck cross, but Cuenca's done well there. He's got his foot in the way and blocked that, but it's a Leeds corner over on the right-hand side. Looks like Gruev who's going to come across to the right-hand side for this one, a left-footed in-swinger. Hand in the air, bit of pushing going on in the box. In it comes now, and it's a nice one for Leno to make a catch on his 6-yard box and roll the ball. And he's given it away. Gruev on the edge of the box, it all opened up for him. Leno rolled it out, and Gruev hit it first time. Let's have a look at that again. And it's lucky that the shot hit Anderson, that then hit Calvert-Lewin and then rolled out for a goal kick. Unfortunate for Leeds there. Half a chance. Gruev was in quick there, although his shot was a poor one. Ball's played inside. Rodon wins it. Second ball, James Justin goes up. Calvert-Lewin helps it on. Rodon wins it again. Calvert-Lewin's up there again. And is penalised by the referee. Why the referee's given that, I don't know. Not making himself clear. Daniel Farker not happy with that decision. He's holding his arms out and saying, well, what was that for? It is a bit of a baffler, is that one? Crowd are not happy. They're giving the referee the bird. But play restarts and it's back with Leno. Leeds squeezing up this time. James Justin puts the pressure on. Smith Rowe has to go all the way back to Leno again. And Leno's just going to amble forward before launching it high into the air. Wilson can't win that one. It comes down to Okafor. Okafor's got a chance to go down the left-hand side now. Attack that byline, gets a cross in. Oh, and it's fumbled by Leno. And then Robinson waits for Bogle to close him down right on the goal line, then hits it against him and goes out for a goal kick. Leno not convincing there with that cross from Okafor. Went straight through his hands. Lucky it didn't drop at the feet of Calvert-Lewin, who was right in front of him. Yeah, it's a poor one, that by Leno. Ball's flicked on, but Ampadu's there to cover it. Comes all the way back to Bogle, and Bogle will go all the way back to Darlow. Darlow, right-footed, launches it down the pitch, looking for Calvert-Lewin, but he can't get there before it's volleyed forward by Cuenca. It's high in the air. Gruev gets a header on it. Ampadu brings it down, tries to get Goodmanson away, but his pass is blocked. Strout now can get the ball forward. Lukic gets in the way again. Ball's brought down. Aronson brings the ball down. I think he thought he maybe handballed that, and the referee's not given it. And Aronson almost had the ball taken off him by Smith Rowe. The ball's back with Darlow, who drives it high straight away. That's a great header by Calvert-Lewin. It's a chance for Aronson, and Aronson's leaning back on the penalty spot right in the middle. He had the keeper to beat, and leaning back is helped it over the bar. What a great chance for Leeds. It was Bogle who got the ball through to him, and he knew he was being closed down by two defenders. He just had to wait another second for that ball to come down, and he didn't. He panics with it, leaning back, and it's well over the bar. It's a long way over the bar. Ball is flicked on from that goal kick by Jimenez, but there's no one in advance of him, and it goes all the way through to Darlow. Ampadu gives it to Rodon now. Rodon plays it down to James Justin on this near side. He plays it inside to Aronson. Aronson gives it to Gruev, and Gruev will spread it left to Strauk. Strauk will go to Goodmanson over on the far side. He plays a little ball inside to Okafor. Goes for the return. Gruev's open and gets the ball. In fact, he lets it go past him and gives it to Ampadu. Ampadu gets it to James Justin. Comes back for the return, does Ampadu, and gets it as well. Tries to play a ball inside. It's deflected. And James Justin's going to let that roll out for a throw because it's level with the 18-yard box, and this is right in the territory for a long throw from Ampadu. We all love Leeds goes around the ground. The crowd trying to get behind him as Ampadu gives that ball a dry before he goes through the long throw. This time it's within his range. In it comes now. Up it goes, headed away. Aronson battling for it. Ampadu as well, wins the throw. Deflected out by Robinson. Will be another long throw this time. Ampadu gives the ball a dry again. He takes the run up, throws it in. High one. It's headed away. Ooh. It was Jimenez who got his header on the near post, and it must have come off one of the corners of his head because it almost went in the goal at the near post. Good job that Leno was there to make the catch. Leeds putting the pressure on now. Comes out to this near side. They've won the ball back with Aronson. Aronson battling away, goes down, but the referee's not given any foul. Aronson still has the ball and does well to get it away to Ampadu. And Ampadu gets it to James Justin. James Justin's under pressure from Lukic and goes all the way back to Darlow. Darlow plays a good ball into the middle to Okafor, who's brought down, but he gets the ball out to the right-hand side to Bogle. And then Bogle tried to nutmeg Robinson as he tried to go inside him. Okafor's still down from that foul, and there's a yellow card being given to Castagna there. We'll see that foul again. Okafor gets the ball away. Oh yeah, it's not a good tackle that at all on his ankle, and he's still down his Okafor. Castagna's going to be under pressure now from that yellow card for the rest of the game. Something for Leeds to play on. Okafor's back on his feet with a slight limp, but looks like he's going to be okay. But it's still only a throw to Leeds. Given to Ampadu, back to James Justin. Goes down the line. Bogle has had the ball taken off him, but James Justin comes away now and he's fouled. Lukic. And he gets a yellow card. Second in quick succession for Fulham. Castagna and now Lukic. Yeah, it's not a good tackle again. The ball's well gone when he brought him down. This is a free kick about 25 yards out. It's over towards the left-hand side. There's another yellow card for somebody there as well. Don't know that one. That's the third one for Fulham within a minute. Don't know what that one was for. Was it Marco Silva got one there? It was Marco Silva, not a player. It was Marco Silva, the manager. Gruev's going to take this then. It's going to be a left-footed in-swinger. Quality we need. In it comes. It's a good one to the back post. It's headed away. It's well defended. Put back in though. And Strauch as a header. He wasn't the best of headers, but it had Leno scrambling at his left-hand post. Gets down and makes a save with his left hand, but offside was given. No, it's not even close. He's good 2 yards offside. Would never have counted. But Leeds certainly enjoying the majority of possession at the moment. There's a ball there that's screwed out wide. James Justin picks up and gives it back to Carl Darlow. Smith Rowe is trying to put some pressure on, but there's nobody with him. As he was pointing out, Okafor wins that header. It wasn't Okafor, it was Goodmanson. Ampadu brings the ball down, tidies the ball up. Gives it to James Justin, who gets out to Bogle. Back to Justin. And Justin goes back to Darlow. Darlow's under pressure this time. Back to Justin. Justin was under pressure from Smith Rowe. Tries to get a ball down the line that's deflected out by Smith Rowe. It's a throw to Leeds. Halfway inside the Leeds half on the near side, the Leeds right. James Justin's going to take this one. Header is won by, I think that was Robinson. Ball bounces out and it's another throw that James Justin's going to take. Helped into the air. Ampadu's up there. And Jimenez is penalised for turning Ampadu in the air. Yeah, it just goes into the side of him, does Jimenez. He had no chance of winning that ball. Strauch having a word with the referee. I don't know why. Free kick to Leeds. Played inside. Given back to James Justin. Out to Strauch on the far side. He comes back into Rodon. Rodon gives it back to Strauch. He's going to go along down the left-hand side. Calvert-Lewin won the header, but there's no one beyond him. There's no one getting close enough to him to be able to make use of those headers that he's knocking down. They've got to get closer to him. He's a bit isolated. Leeds putting the squeeze on again. Gruev working hard down that far left-hand side. Fulham, a couple of passes inside, wall passes, have got themselves away. Jimenez now. Back to Jimenez from Sessegnon. Okafor gets his foot in and deflects it out for a throw. What's wrong, doggy? It's Anderson now, just on the halfway line, looking for a ball forward. He goes long and left again. It's well brought in there, but Bogle wins the ball and then drives it down the line. It's well defended there, strong in the tackle. Fulham picked the ball up on the halfway line though. It's with Anderson. Anderson gives it to Cuenca. Wilson now hasn't seen much of the ball so far. He gets it inside to Smith Rowe. He's got a bit of a chance to run down that inside left channel. Back to Wilson. Gets out to the left to Robinson. Gives it back to Wilson. And he was offside, was Wilson. A free kick to Leeds. Well, seeing that again, it was about 2 yards onside, was Wilson. What the line or so there, I just do not know. That was a strange one, was that? It was nowhere near offside. Anyway, play goes on. Darlow takes the free kick. Ampadu picks the headed ball out, gets out to Bogle. Bogle's got James Justin in support and he gives it to him. And Bogle goes down the line looking for Aronson. Aronson is offside. So another tight one. Because Aronson did make a run back to get onside. Very tight. Anyway, the free kick's going to be taken by Leno. Just a few yards out of his box over to the left-hand side. Takes it short. He gave it to Cuenca. It's gone back to Leno. He gets out to the right-hand side. Anderson then goes long down the right-hand side, but there's no one there. And Strauch lets it bounce a couple of times and then lays it back to Darlow. Darlow, first time forward. Berger heads that ball into the air. James Justin volleys it forward, brought down on the chest by Calvert-Lewin. And then Robinson picks the loose ball up and goes all the way back to Leno. And he gives it to Cuenca. Robinson comes short for it. Has to go back to Leno as Leeds put the press on again. Anderson gets out to the right-hand side. Castagna plays it down the line, looking for the run of Jimenez, but Strauch is close to him. The ball goes out for a throw to Fulham. Laid it back. Anderson again. Cuenca. Across the halfway line on the near side now. Gets up to Smith Rowe. Being forced back and has to go back to Cuenca. He goes across to Anderson on the right-hand side. Comes back to Cuenca. Aronson's putting pressure on him. Now it comes to Wilson. Bit of space for Wilson to play a ball through the middle, and he has done. It was a run for Lukic, who brought the ball down originally, but they couldn't do nothing more with it than head it towards goal, and it's an easy catch for Darlow. Brought the ball. He was under a lot of pressure from Gruever, who tracked his run well, actually. And while we're watching that replay, there's a foul on Aronson and Leeds get a free kick. Oh, yeah, Robinson's gone right over the top of the ball, right on top of Aronson's foot, and gets away with it. And he should have been another one in the book. Darlow, under pressure from Wilson, sells him a dummy, creates space for himself to be able to just chip it forward, looking for Calvert-Lewin. Smith Rowe lays the ball back. Back to Smith Rowe from Robinson. Aronson gets the ball. Calvert-Lewin gone through the back of him. Referee's giving nothing there. Ball's back with Darlow just outside his box. Puts his foot on it a couple of times, slows the game right down. Now he's looking for a ball long. Calvert-Lewin, is it? No, it's a poor one. That's nowhere near. It just takes one bounce and it's in the arms of Leno. Leno underarms it out to Anderson. This game's as tight as it was early on in the season, where Leeds eventually lost 1-0 to an own goal. There's not been many chances. Leeds have had the best of the chances when there have been, but at the moment it's very cagey. Ball's back with Leno. Goes back to Cuenca, back to Leno as Leeds put the squeeze on. Aronson's working hard. Ampadu. Robinson gets the ball down the line. Wilson helps it on. Smith Rowe's under pressure. Bogle wins the ball back. Aronson has it now. Has to go down the line. He's got much options. He nutmegs Berg, but he reckons he was obstructed. Referee's having none of it. Jimenez, who's deep, has taken the ball now. Gives it to Lukic. Across to the left. Cuenca. He goes long down the middle, looking for Jimenez. Can he reach the ball before it goes out? He can't, and it's a throw to Leeds over on the far side. The Leeds left, but it's only just a few yards from their own corner flag. Leeds subs warming up already. Buonanotte, one of them. Probably missing the creativity that Buonanotte could get, so you never know. He could be seen on pitch quicker than there was at first, would it be thought. Aronson. Someone, I think it was Castagna, got his foot round Aronson and took the ball off him, and Fulham have it again now. Ball's played forward, but it's headed away by Rodon. Calvert-Lewin to Aronson is in the centre circle, coming forward, waiting for the support of James Justin, which he gets. But James Justin has to go back to the right to Ampadu. James Justin's dropped off to get the ball back, and eventually it goes all the way back to Rodon and to Strauch, who's in his own half, inside to Gruev. Gruev's, well, he tried to get it out to Goodmanson, but it's a poor ball. It was 10 yards in front of him. He was never going to get there. The throw goes to Fulham. Cuenca now. Midfield just lays a ball 10 yards to his right to Anderson, then gets it back. Slides the ball inside. It's played away first time, but Bogle picks the ball up. It's Jimenez who tried to lay the ball out to Smith Rowe. It goes back to Darlow. Darlow's ball forward is a poor one. The ball is played forward, but Jimenez didn't make any attempt to go for the ball. He could see he was offside. He knew he was offside, and eventually the line-o gave it. Darlow just slowing the game down a bit here. Into the 40th minute. Goes long, high into the air. Calvert-Lewin can't get close enough to it to make a challenge on it. It's brought down by Ampadu. Ampadu was under pressure, got it out to Strauch, and Strauch goes all the way back to Darlow, and the Darlow slipped as he plays his ball forward. Aronson can't win that ball. And Aronson was coming back from an offside position anyway, and the free kick is given. And Ampadu was going to get a yellow card there for throwing the ball away. Now he's claiming that he threw it to Strauch, I think it was, because he thought it was our ball. And the referee's having none of that. Ampadu thought it was our ball. The referee's not buying it, and Ampadu goes in the book. Ball goes over to the right-hand side. Looking for the head of Sessignon, but Goodmanson just takes it off him. Throw to Fulham, though. Calvert-Lewin's working hard up front there, making the ball go back all the way to Leno. Played inside to Berg, out to the right-hand side. Just up to the halfway line, coming forward. The ball inside, looking for Wilson. He can't get there. Ball's played forward by Justin. Aronson has the ball now. Back to Justin. Gives it to Ampadu. Ampadu gets it over to the left-hand side to Strauch. He can come forward with a bit of space in front of him now. Just crossing the halfway line now. Gives it inside to Goodmanson. Goodmanson goes back to Rodon. Rodon gives it to Justin. Back to Rodon, back to Justin. Long and left. Calvert-Lewin can't win the ball. Castagna tries to get the ball forward. It goes out for a throw to Leeds. Referee's not having it to be taken by there. Goodmanson being told to go back 10, even more, 15. And then he goes even further back as he gives the throw to Rodon, who spreads it to this near side. James Justin plays the ball down to Bogle with his back to goal. He's been forced back and he goes back to Justin. And he goes back to Darlow. Darlow drives it long. Calvert-Lewin doesn't win the ball, but he's up there in a hurry. Aronson now gets the ball through to Bogle. Can Bogle make it? Nice. Quick off his line is Leno. Smith Rowe now. Wilson's in support. Can he make the ball? Well, he tried a little back heel out of it, and it goes out for a corner, I think. Yeah, it's been given as a corner. He wasn't going to keep the ball in, but he just got in front of James Justin and did a little back heel that hit James Justin as they were funneling back, and the ball goes out for a corner. James Justin's on the floor, injured there. Just stretching his right hamstring there a bit. So Wilson is going to take this corner from the Fulham left. That's not Wilson. Wilson was going to leave it. Good punch away by Darlow. Sessegnon tried a side-footed volley that's blocked. Chipped forward again. Wilson's going to bring the ball down on his chest. Is he offside? No, it's not. Given inside. Lukic spreads it rest to Sessegnon. The ball was bouncing in front of him. He couldn't wait for the ball to come down. He tries a little chip over the top, but it goes over the bar. He's claiming that it was a corner. His control, Sessegnon, was poor there on the edge of the box because his control caused the ball to bounce up a few feet into the air. And he couldn't wait for it to come down to get his shot away. And in the end, he just chipped it over the bar. Darlow goes long and high. Calvert-Lewin flicks it on. Aronson now goes back to Ampadu. 1 minute of added time. Goodmanson now, he's got a chance to put a cross in. He does put a cross in. It's blocked by Sessegnon. And Leeds have a corner a few seconds before half time. Get it in there. Get the men in there. Few seconds to go. Hurry up and take it before time runs out, guys. And it comes now. High one. Headed back post. Kept in by Ampadu. Everybody thought it was going out. Ampadu checks it back in again to the back post. I think it was Gruev who had at the back post. Gruev had a mishit that bounced out and it was hoofed away and then becomes half time. Pretty even half time, I would say. We'll take a look at the stats for the game, and I would think that that's going to bear that out. Let's just take a look now. We'll have a look at the other results as well, or the other scores at half time. So let's take a look at the scores. So Manchester United 2, Man City 0 was the early kick-off at 12:30. Goals by Mbuemo and Dogu. So a good win for Manchester United. Chelsea 1, Brentford 0, closing in on half time. That's João Pedro has scored that one in the 26th minute for Chelsea. Liverpool 1, Burnley 0. That is half time, and that's a goal for Florian Wirtz. So he's getting himself together now, scoring goals and getting involved. Just what the Liverpool fans would have hoped for. Half time at the Stadium of Light. It's Sunderland 1, Crystal Palace 1. Yeremy Pino scored for Crystal Palace in the 30th minute, and Lafay equalised 3 minutes later. So it's all square at the Stadium of Light. Would you believe this? Tottenham 0, West Ham 1. And Crescencio Somerville scored in the 15th minute. Excuse me a sec. I scored in the 15th minute, and good for West Ham. They need the points, but Tottenham, what is happening with Tottenham at the moment? They are just abysmal. Still a second half to go, but that is just awful. That's the scores at half time there. If we look at the Championship, Coventry beat Leicester 2-1 in the early kick-off. Ipswich beat Blackburn 3-0 in the early kick-off. Watford were beaten 2-0 by Millwall in an earlier kick-off. Charlton Athletic 0, Sheffield United 0, just short of half-time. Oxford 0, Bristol City 0 at half-time. Preston 0, Derby 0 at half-time. So there's not a lot of goals in the Championship. Sheffield Wednesday 0, Portsmouth 0 at half-time. Southampton 0, Hull City 2 at half-time. City are doing really well at the moment and are continuing the good run. Stoke 0, Queen's Park Rangers 0, Wrexham 1, Norwich 1. So not a great deal of goals going in the Championship. Let's just take a look at this game and see what the stats tell us. I think they would probably tell us that it's going to be pretty even, but shall we see? Well, according to this, Fulham just shaved the possession 54 to 46. Nothing in it really. Expected goals, Leeds just shaving that on 0.5 to 0.29 for Fulham, but not a great deal. And it's 6 shots for Leeds, 5 for Fulham. Both teams have just had the one on target. Touches in the opposition box, Leeds 9, Fulham 5. Goalkeeper saves 1 each. Aerial duels 1, 12 each. Fouls committed 2 by Leeds, 6 by Fulham. 2 corners each in the game. So pretty even. It's all to play for in this second half. Let me know what you think. This is our chance to have a look how things are going in the chat. Because of all that messing about at the beginning where we couldn't get the channel working properly, I didn't actually give myself a chance to do a score prediction. And I always thought it would be close, this. And so I would have gone for a 2-1 to Leeds. But having seen that first half, it's so tight with these two teams are pretty evenly matched. I would take a 1-0 for Leeds, and that's going to be my prediction. He's been on my knee for ages. All wet, like he always does when he's wet. He jumps on my knee.
Wait, Mummy, huh? Wait, Mummy. Wait. Mummy.
So if you've got anything to say, get it in the chat. Let us know. Give us a score prediction. If you haven't got a score prediction in already. Would you make any changes at half time? Would you bring Buenanotte on? Is this just set up for Buenanotte to come on and score the winner? Or set up the winner? The old fairy tale debut. Just looking at Aronson's shot where he was through right down the middle of the goal. Only had the goalkeeper to beat. Just had to keep his composure and leaning backwards. He skied it well over the bar. Great chance for Leeds. But I think it's pretty fair to say that goal-mouth chances have been pretty few and far between. And the TV coverage is showing the highlights now, but the highlights are not up to much if all's said and done. Fulham are looking to get the runners from midfield going through the middle of the Leeds defence there, and they've managed it once or twice. Leeds got to be careful of that. Half time. If you're not a subscriber, please do become a subscriber. We're pushing this channel well on to 250 subscribers now, but we can't do it without your help. We do appreciate your support. And if you like the watch alongs, hit that like button. It helps us with the YouTube algorithm. And of course, if you want to join us for more watch alongs, hit that notification bell. We will be doing another one tomorrow. The 4:30 game, I think it's Aston Villa and Everton, if you want to join us for that. And some European games Tuesday, Wednesday next week. So if you want to join us for those, please do. It'd be great to see you supporting us. Chat's open if you want to put a score prediction in for this game. There's only 45 minutes to go. 1-0 to Leeds, I say. Let me know what you think. If I'm wrong, you tell me. Then I can block you straight away. We'll keep an eye on the other scores as well. We'll update them as and when we can. Just put that on to remind you. Thanks to everyone who's watched so far. The viewing figures are great. We do really appreciate your support. Couldn't do it without you. Another 5 minutes away before kick-off. Thanks, pal. Not for you, doggy. It's my cup of tea. Buenanotte is fit. That's one thing about him. He's been training hard and playing a few games with Chelsea. So Buenanotte could come straight into this. It's just whether he's had enough time to get used to the Leeds system in just a couple of days. He'll have had a training session, I would imagine, with Leeds, but it's probably not enough. He might get 10 minutes at the end, maybe. He needs a full week of training to actually get into the Leeds system. We've got no Anton Stack on the Leeds substitutions today, so we can't bring him on for his power and pace up there. Sean Longstaff in midfield, he doesn't score a lot of goals. Tanaka does. I mean, if we're looking for attacking play, then it's got to be Buenanotte, Nonto, and probably Mecha and Tanaka. But I can't imagine we're going to get 4 substitutions at half time. I don't think we're going to get any. I think the game is too tight at the moment. Just looking at all the stats there, it's all pretty even. All pretty even so far. You can't split these two teams. And I won't be surprised if we got a 0-0 out of this. No one in the chat daring to go for a score prediction yet. It's open the chat if you've got anything to say about the game so far. It's interesting to see what you think about the game. I don't think it's been too inspiring a game so far. It's been pretty tight. Both teams have cancelled each other out, and it could be just the team that takes that one good chance in this game that could end up taking the 3 points. Richard Jones, welcome to the channel. Richard Jones says Leeds playing well. Fulham, good team though. They are a good team, Fulham. We always knew this was going to be a difficult game, Richard. But I was just hoping that with Leeds being at home, that would be just the extra advantage for Leeds. 2-0 to Leeds. I admire your optimism, Richard. I've gone for 1-0 to Leeds, but I'll settle for that. No doubt about that. Just waiting for the TV coverage to come back on. I can't imagine there's going to be any substitutions at half time for either side, really. We're not far off. It's 4 o'clock now, so we're not far off a restart. Getting dark here, although the nights are getting brighter day by day. Looking forward to some warm weather. World Cup on the horizon. Richard says, bring on our new signing. No, I was just talking about that myself. It's just set up, isn't it, for Buonanotte to come on and set up or score the winning goal. You can see it, can't you? Would you bring him on at half time or would you leave it a bit longer? I mean, he is fit, isn't he? I mean, he's played some games for Chelsea and he's been training. He's had a pre-season with them, so it's not as if he's going to be a bit slow. He's going to be right on the ball. And we need his creativity because we've got the effort in midfield, but we just haven't got that creativity. He can play on the left or the right. Put him in that number 10 position. Maybe bring Aronson off a bit later on. Just waiting for the channel to come back on. Are you watching the match on TV, Richard, or are you actually at the game? Team's just gathering in the tunnel now, so we're not far off a resumption for this second half. Yeah, thanks for watching, Richard. Enjoy the rest of the day. Team's just meandering out, so we're not far off a restart. Don't think there's been any substitutions so far, but we'll. Just watching the teams come out. No changes at half time. Teams lined up. Leeds kicking from right to left in this second half, and with the kick-off. Just waiting for the referee to give the all clear. He's just counting up the players on the pitch. Music still blasts around the stadium. I think referee's happy now. Checking with his linos, make sure they're all okay. Brendan Harrison will play that ball all the way back to Darlow, no doubt. Referee's whistle goes and we're away for the second half. All the way back to Darlow. Darlow right-footed goes long. Looking for Calvert-Lewin. Headed forward by Gruev, but it's a bit too far for everyone to chase. They give up the run and it goes out for a goal kick. Fulham do go short. Ball goes to Leno. He rolls the ball out to Smith Rowe over on that left-hand side now. Long down the line. Jimenez brings the ball down. Rodon's in there. Strong. Foul given. That's a poor decision by the referee. Rodon, perfectly good challenge. Ball's played in by Lukic. Jimenez gets the header on. Couple of bounces that allows Darlow to come out and collect the ball comfortably. He rolls it out to Strauch. Goes back to Darlow, back to Strauch. Sessegnon goes to engage him, comes inside to Goodmanson. Goodmanson's pass comes inside, but Ampadu's going to pick the ball up and gets the ball down the line for Okafor. Can he reach it? He can't before it skips out off the turf. Koenka plays the ball down the line. It's headed forward by Bogle. Smith Rowe's in there. Back into Berg. Berg comes across to the right-hand side. Castagna gives it to Wilson. Back to Castagna. Back inside to Wilson. Coming inside now on his left foot. Moving across to the left. Checks back and gives it back to Castagna. Sessegnon now. Goodmanson battling for it. And it's well defended by Sessegnon. What's wrong, boy? Darlow will take this free kick, this goal kick eventually. Calvert-Lewin again climbing up. Header goes out off Berg. Have to bear with me a sec. The pitch is starting to freeze again, which is another nightmare. Jimenez lumps the ball forward, headed back by Strauch. Calvert-Lewin's there's an offside given there. Calvert-Lewin was working for it. Aronson was probably given offside. Fulham have the ball again, spread it to the right side. Castagna gives it into Wilson. Down the left-hand side now. Cross is headed out and it must have come off a Leeds player. Lukic was battling for the ball. Must have come off a Leeds player because the corner's given. I didn't see that. Picture keeps freezing. It's getting to be a nightmare again. It's gone off completely now. We're back on again. Now we're up to 50 minutes. Robinson coming forward, tries to play the ball inside to Smith Rowe. Wilson brings it on, he gets a nudge in the back. And the free kick on the edge of the area is conceded by James Justin. It's not going more than a few seconds before it freezes again. Free kick just on the left-hand corner of the Leeds box, just a couple of yards out from that left-hand corner. Darlow is just lining his two-man wall, three-man wall up. Two-man wall, is it? Just to cover his right-hand post. Wilson stood over it. It freezes again. And it comes now. It's well over hit by Wilson. Over everybody and out at the back post for a goal kick. Certainly gave that a thump, did Wilson. He wasn't messing about with that one. Goal kick goes long. Ampadu picks the loose ball up, gets it to Aronson. Aronson gets it out to Bogle. Bogle gets the ball down the line to Aronson again, and it Pitcher jumps back. I've seen this already. The coverage is beginning to be poor now. Justin gets it back to Rodon. Rodon under pressure goes back to Darlow. Continuity is getting poor, guys, because it just keeps freezing every few seconds. Calvert-Lewin, but he's not going to get there. But the ball's going to be picked up by Goodmanson into the box on the left-hand side, and it's frozen just at the wrong time, you twat. And then I don't know what happened. Smith Rowe is battling with James Justin for it, and Aronson as well, but they come out with Jimenez. Jimenez concedes the throw when Aronson kicks it against his legs. He's not happy with that, but it was completely obvious that it was off him. High into the air. Bogle can't make the header, but it goes out for a throw to Leeds. Halfway inside the Fulham half over on the right hand side. It keeps freezing. I can't get any continuity. It keeps skipping back. It's a nightmare. Get no continuity with it. And then when I come back to the live pictures, there's a free kick for an offside, I think. It's only on this channel, the Leeds channel. I'm watching the other channels, and they're not freezing. It's just the Leeds channel, and it really pissing me off now. And he's given a free. Wilson down the left-hand side. Rodon's in there. Makes the challenge, concedes the throw. And then it disappears back 20 seconds. Skips forward another 20 seconds. Now it's a long throw into the box. Headed away. Gruev gets the ball down the line looking for the runner of Goodmanson. He's got pace as Goodmanson. And he goes past Harry Wilson. Harry Wilson brings him down. That's a cynical foul. And he should go off for that. That's cynical. And then it fucking freezes again. And it's gone all the way back to that. Unbelievable. It's gone back almost a minute. This is becoming unwatchable. It's Goodmanson's run again. Wilson brings him down. What happens to him, I don't know. Maybe he's seen now. And just a yellow card for Wilson. Well, he's lucky, very lucky, because it was a cynical foul. Wilson gets away with it. Free kick to Leeds over on the left-hand side, 15 yards out from the edge of the box. Gruev's going to take this left-footed in-swinger. Can they get some quality crossing in here? And it comes now. Leno's going to come for it and make an easy catch. And that's poor delivery. And we need quality in there. We're not getting them from Gruev there. Robertson tries to play a ball inside. It's picked up by James Justin. He gives it into, and it jumps forward to Okafor, who's on the edge of the box now. Puts a cross into the right as he gets it into Gruev. Gruev gets it back to, well, Goodmanson. Goodmanson immediately puts his cross into the near post, and it's poor quality and drifts out. A groan from the Leeds crowd for the poor quality in the cross from Goodmanson. Daniel Farker's got to be thinking about substitutes now because the quality is just not there. Calvert-Lewin at the near post has put his shot wide. I think we all thought that was in there. Sorry for the continuity. The picture keeps freezing, and all I saw was the cross into the box, and Calvert-Lewin making his run to the near post, side foots it wide. Oh, what a chance for Leeds. What a chance for Leeds. What a chance for Calvert-Lewin. Goodmanson now gets it forward, given to Okafor, back to Okafor from Goodmanson. He tries to go down the line. Anderson's in the way and concedes the throw. This is a long throw territory for Ampadu again. Okafor gets a cross in. I don't know what's happened. It is going to be a long throw from Ampadu, as long as the picture doesn't freeze, which it's just done now. And then when I bring the picture back on, Ampadu told to go back. In comes the throw now. It is a long one. It's flicked on at the near post, is it? Out. Goodmanson gets it back to Ampadu on the left-hand side. He's got Sessignon with him. He's going to go for the line. Gets a cross in. Gruev can't get there, and it's cleared away. Goodmanson chases all the way back to the halfway line and then goes all the way back to Darlow. Ampadu has the ball now. Plays out to the right-hand side where James Justin gives it to Aronson. Aronson back to Justin. Inside to Ampadu. Ampadu back to Justin. Funneling the ball back. Rodon. Gruev plays a little ball inside to Okafor. A bit of space in front of him now. I thought for a moment there we were going to get some sort of continuity, but no. Halfway, Leeds have a throw. This is unbelievable. It's gone back. I don't know how far we are behind play now. This coverage just keeps going back 10 or 15 seconds. And then it freezes. I don't know what I can do about it. Ball's back with Darlow. How it's got there, I don't know. Strauch has it now. He gives it to Gruev. Gruev gives it down the line to Okafor. Okafor's been forced back to Gruev. Gruev then goes back to Strauch. And then it stops again. What can I do? I'm just going to try and do a quick update again and see if it will take away that freezing, because at the moment it's just completely spoiling the coverage. I can't watch it. Every few seconds it keeps stopping, jumping backwards or jumping forward, and I just don't know what's happening. So hopefully this quick update might help. Hope so, because the first half was great, coverage was great, but the second half has been so poor. There, now let's see what we can do with it now. Just bear with me a sec, guys, while I'll just get it back to the channel. There, right. Let's see if that's made any difference to it. Hopefully it has. Ball comes out to the right to Castagna. He plays it inside. Substitutes about to be done by Fulham. Berger plays the ball inside. Lukic goes back to Anderson. Back to Berger. Across to the left-hand side. Robinson. Back to Robinson. Looks like Lukic is going to go off for Fulham. Well, Robinson plays a poor ball down the inside left channel, looking for the run of Wilson, but it's so overhit, he had no chance of getting there and doesn't even make a run for it. Out it goes for a goal kick to Leeds. Marco Silva not happy at all. Lukic has gone down. And this is tactical. There's nothing wrong with Lukic. He's going down holding his right hamstring like they all do. And that's just to buy time for Silva to be able to make his substitutes and get them all ready. And this sort of thing needs to be stopped. Lukic slowly making his way off. Whether he's going to be substituted, I don't know. But they're saying that Kane is coming on. But according to my TV, he's not even moving now. It's not watchable anymore. Look, it's not watchable anymore. "25 minutes to go." Gruev nods the ball back to Rodon. He rolls it back to Darlow. Gives it to Strauch. Ampadu. Well, Ampadu really puts Strauch under pressure now. His ball is nowhere near Strauch and almost went into the corner flag. He has to drive it forward as soon as he gets the ball. Ball played forward. Strauch cleans up, gives it to Bogle. Bogle gives it back to James Justin. Rodon. I don't know what I can do about it. I really don't. It's the channel. It's not the internet. It's the channel. Sorry, there's got no commentary at the moment, but the picture's gone off. The channel is buffering. But the other channels are on. That's what I can't understand is all the other games that are on now are on. And the only channel that is buffering and not showing anything is the Leeds game. All the rest of them are fine. Which really arses me off. It's every few seconds I'm having to go off the channel and back onto it just to catch up with it. Oh, what's Darlow done? Darlow was miles out of his box, headed the ball away, but he only headed it 5 yards in front of him. And then the ball was chipped forward by Smith Rowe, I think it was, with what would have been an open goal. And he's put it wide with an open goal. And he was a long way out. It was about 25 yards out. But it was an open goal and a fantastic chance to put Fulham in front. And Darlow's going to take the goal kick now. Hi. I think Okafor's trying to play more inside now to get in touch with. There's a push in the back on Strauch there. Free kick given. Yeah, we've gone back. How many seconds? We've seen this already. Why has it gone back so far? I don't mind being behind time if the continuity just continues. But it doesn't. It's only this channel. It's only this channel. If you go to the other channels, look, they're all perfect, look. Look. all perfect. It's just the Leeds United game, which is really unbelievable. Why is it the Leeds game? Can't tell you what's happening because the TV's buffering again. Well, the channel's buffering. All the other channels are on. The Sunderland game, the Liverpool game, the Tottenham game, they're all running perfectly. Just this one that I want to watch. There's nothing to see. Well, the news is from the Sunderland game that they've just taken the lead against Crystal Palace. 70th minute at the game at Elland Road, and Wilson keeps the ball in on his left foot on the edge of the box, looking for a pass. His block, Gruev does real well, and the ball is high into the air. Bogle's underneath it, and that's not going to come down because the pitch is frozen again. 20 minutes as this is going to just kill me. I think it's with 20 minutes to go and still 0-0. It's Buena Norte time. Aronson's done all that he can, but we're getting no creativity up front. And we need someone to be able to open the defence up with a pass. Aronson's not that man. Still waiting for the goal kick to be taken. The Leeds crowd are getting on top of the referee there because the Fulham players are really taking the time, taking these goal kicks. It's driven long forward over the head of everybody. Calvert-Lewin, can he make it? No, it's away from him. Gruever's beaten to the header by Berger. Rodon gives it to Strout. He spreads it to the left to Goodmanson. Wilson's in front of him, but he's got a ball down the line for Willie Nonto. Seems to have come on for... Didn't know Nonto had come on. That's how bad the coverage has been just recently. They're all on. This one isn't. It's unbelievable how it can be this one. And not all the others. The others are perfect. It's back on for the moment, but it won't be long before it freezes again. I'm trying to keep it as entertaining as possible, but even I'm getting fed up of it now. It's going to be a long throw by Ampadu for Leeds anyway, over on the left-hand side. Moving to the last 17 minutes and it's frozen again. I can hear the commentary, but I can't see anything happening. And now it's gone to a corner for Leeds. Don't know how that happened, but it has. Will I get to see it before it freezes? No, I won't. And it comes now to the back post. Leno makes an easy catch at the back post, and they're giving him poor crosses, poor deliveries that are allowing the keeper to make these easy catches and dominate those corners, which is great for the Fulham defence, but it's poor for Leeds. Can't just keep putting these balls into Leno's arms and allowing him to make easy catches. Headed away. James Justin is good enough to get in front. Lay the ball back to Darlow. And Darlow goes high and left. Calvert-Lewin gets his head into it. Can Nonto make the ball? No, he can't before it's cleared away by Castagno. I'm assuming it was cleared away because the pitch is frozen again. Now it's back with Darlow. Well, it's the same one we've just seen. It's gone all the way back to Leno. Inside to Smith Rowe. Then it jumps forward to a throw to Fulham. Smith Rowe goes down. Injury to him. Hasn't really done a great deal, Smith Rowe, in the game, if the truth be known. He's not the player that he was a few years ago at Arsenal. Smith Rowe is going off, so there's going to be substitution there for Fulham. With 13 and a half minutes to go, the game is there to be won by a team that can create something or takes the chance when it comes. There must be one more good chance for either of these two teams to win it. Have they got enough quality? If the truth is known, it's been a poor quality game. Neither team has dominated this game, and neither team has really opened the other one up. So expecting a bit more from this, but both teams have cancelled each other out. And it's been a poor watch, despite the fact that the second half, the pitch has been freezing all the time. But Smith Rowe is off. Throw over on the far side, the left-hand side, halfway inside the Fulham half. Comes in long. Headed out by James Justin. Throw just inside the Leeds half now. Headed forward by Rodon. Comes through to Calvert-Lewin, but he's offside. He's bundled over, but the offside is the first offence, and that's what's given. Hooked forward. Nonto has the ball now. He has a shot that's blocked. And we've gone back nearly a minute now. Last 11 minutes. It's there for the taking, either of these two teams, but the quality would say that it's not going to be. Ball bounces. Nonto, edge of the box. Then the picture freezes when it just at the time when Leeds are attacking again. And now I don't know what happened. Ball ends up in the Leeds half. Brought down by Harry Wilson. Got a chance of a shot. Strouk makes a fantastic block. Ampadu launches the ball left. Looking for the run of Calvert-Lewin into the box now. Please don't freeze on me. He wins the corner. Anderson. James Justin's gone across to take this corner rather than Gruev now, which makes sense. Give someone else a chance to get some quality into the box. Gruev looks like he's going off now. Metcher's coming on. Don't know who else is coming on because the pitch is frozen, but Metcher's certainly one of them. And Tanaka's coming on. So still no Buenanotte. With 10 minutes to go, just less than 10. Maybe Metcher can catch up with Calvert-Lewin and form a partnership where they can work off each other, because at the moment, Calvert-Lewin's been isolated all game. Still waiting for this corner to be taken. Substitutes have been made. And it comes now. Headed away at the near post, high into the air. Aronson chips it into the box and it's volleyed away. Ball comes inside, it's taken off and by Ampadu, and he's a poor ball that he's given the ball away in midfield, and Jimenez tries to get the ball out to the right hand side. Tanaka comes forward now. Waits for support from Goodmanson, gets it to Goodmanson. Ampadu goes to Rodon to the right. It's Willie Nonto's gone out to the right hand side now. I'll be glad when this game's over because I'm just sick of this now. The freezing of the picture is just completely spoilt the second half. I don't know what the hell's gone on for most of it. Looks like Leeds have got a corner though, over on the right hand side. It's Jaden Bogle going to take this one, a right-footed away swinger. Oh, and it's just frozen as he's going to take it. Oh, I could scream, I really could. I could scream. Headed away. Brought down by Berg in the centre of midfield. Out to the right to Wilson now. He goes for a return ball down the line. Tanaka's watching that one. He lays it inside to Goodmanson. Goodmanson gets it down the line. Metcher lays it in. It's a bad one for Strouk and puts him and Tanaka under pressure from Metcher, that one. Holds his hand up, but that was poor. Shows there's been a lack of quality in this game, and that just typifies it, I think. Inside the last 6. The Leeds crowd trying to get behind the team, but chasing around and not making much impression on the ball at the moment. Leeds. Fulham are just enjoying a little bit of possession with just over 5 minutes to go. Kearney now has the ball in midfield, going backwards. Leeds have got everybody behind the ball, even Calvert-Lewin. Kearney trying to fashion us some space in front of him, but he's had to come out to the left. Cuenca is going to play the ball out to the far left-hand side, but pitch is frozen again. Ampadu working hard. Don't pull him, Ethan. You're going to have got on a yellow card already. The crowd just trying to wake Leeds up before they give this one away. Robinson on the edge of the box puts a cross in, but it's an easy catch for Darlow there, and he's looking around for an out ball. There isn't anything at the moment. Goes long with the foot down the middle, looking for Metcher or Calvert-Lewin. Goodmanson. Metcher tries to flick the ball on. It's a poor one. Ball played inside. Metcher's going to pick the loose ball up though. He's looking for an out ball. He hasn't got one. He goes back to Tanaka and is given away. King now being held up by Tanaka and he's ran the ball out. It's well defended by Tanaka. He gives it to Strauk. Strauk gives it to Darlow. And across to the right. Comes out to Nonto. Nonto plays it inside. Aronson's chopped down. And there'll be a yellow card there. Clinker. That's a poor challenge, is that as well? Cuenca on the yellow. Only 3 minutes to go though. Shouldn't really be an issue for him now. More substitutions for Fulham. Makes you wonder, with 3 minutes to go, what substitutes can make a difference. Jimenez is going off. The crowd getting on to him, saying, hurry up, but they're not having it. Really slowing this game down. I think Fulham are happy with a 0-0 here. And so is Wilson. I mean, he's ambling off at best, can we put it. Into the last three. Darlow goes long with a free kick. Metcher's going to bring the ball down. He's been held round his waist, but does well to hold the ball up. Gets it to Goodmanson. Goodmanson's going to battle for the ball and he's going to win the corner. Leeds just need a quality delivery. James Justin's coming across again. You can't just chip one into the 6-yard box and let Leno come and catch another one. You want some quality in there. Something that Calvert-Lewin and Metcher can attack. Score now and they've won the game. Simple as that. And it comes now. Near post. Flicked on. Oh, it's just past that near post. It was Metcher who flicked it on. A glancing header. Almost went in at the near post. Very close. I'm not sure that Leno was getting there if that had been on target either. Just lands on the top of the goal net. Into the last minute. All or nothing now. Ball goes high in the air. Ampadu wins the header, but it goes out for a throw to Fulham. No indication yet of any added time. I can't imagine it's going to be that much. Four minutes we're hearing. Played forward. Strout gets his foot in. Aronson picks the ball up in centre midfield. Tanaka lays it back to Strauch. Strauch gives it to Rodon. Back to Strauch on the left-hand side. Plays the ball inside for Metcher. Metcher flicks it inside to Calvert-Lewin. Back to Metcher. Over to Aronson. Aronson on the edge of the box. Tries to go one way, goes the other. Tanaka goes down, but the ball's given out to Willie Nonto. Nonto loses it, but Tanaka gets the ball across to Ampadu. Chance to put his cross in. And Leeds has scored! Metcher scores from the 6-yard box. He got in front of his attacker, hooked his foot around, and it goes in the far post, and Leeds have taken the lead. And what a goal by Metcher. And the crowd go mad. And what a finish by Metcher. It was not easy by any stretch of the imagination, but he got his foot in front of the attacker and steered it. It was almost on, it was either a volley or a half volley as the ball came across, and it flew into the back of the net inside the right-hand post of the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper was nowhere near it. Let's have another look at that one again. It was Tanaka who slipped. Ampadu got out to Willie Nonto. Willie Nonto has his foot taken away from him. Ampadu had made his run to the right-hand side, puts his cross in. Oh, what a volley. What a volley by Metcher. Hooked it in. See that ball coming across again, and Metcher got in front of Castagna. See that from the... Oh, that's a great volley. Leno can't make that one. Leeds have the lead with a minute and a half of the 4 gone already. Leeds have just got to hold on now. Ball goes long down the left-hand side. Nonto's in there. Tanaka lays the ball back to Darlow, and Darlow goes long and high. Calvert-Lewin heads ball heading forward. Tanaka wins the header. Metcher helps it on. Comes out to the right-hand side. It's back to Anderson, I think that is. He goes long down this left. So over the head of everybody. Strauch's going to lay the ball back to Darlow. Darlow plays it high into the air. Ampadu working for it. Aronson now. He's got a ball out to the left-hand side, and it's Metcher's in on goal again. Can he score a second for Leeds? Oh, it's a good save by Leno. He hit it across Leno, which you would expect him to, and Leno got his left hand to it and flicked it over the top of the bar. That was almost 2-0 to Leeds. And what a finish now. Metcher's been brilliant since he came on. And that was going in if Leno hadn't stopped that one with his left hand. It's a great effort. That was going in, was that? Definitely. And even Metcher went to Leno and gave him a pat and said, well saved. Bo now comes on for Aronson, who's had a good game again. He's worked hard as Aronson. He hasn't created as much as he usually would do. But he's worked his socks off, and now Bo now is going to show things up in this last minute and make sure that Leeds come away with the 3 points. And it's a corner to Leeds, but again, they're in no hurry to take this. Nonto strolling across, as you would expect. Calvert-Lewin's come short for the ball, so they're going to take it short and trying to hold it in that corner. And it does do. Calvert-Lewin's holding it right in the corner. They're pushing and tugging, but the result is a throw to Leeds. Ball goes high in the air, going forward. It's a free kick given to Leeds there. There's a yellow card given there as well. We're over the extra time already by 30 seconds. It's a free kick to Leeds, and you would think, hopefully, as long as that ball is, Strouk's got a bang in the eye. Is it a stray elbow? Yeah, it is a stray elbow there. Probably accidental, but Kosi Assar has got a yellow card for that. Darlow's going to take this. Well over a minute of the extra added time gone. We're into the 95th minute now. Darlow high into the air. Calvert-Lewin underneath it. Spread to the right hand side. Aronson, Goodmanson coming left. Referee still allowing the play to go on. Crossed into the box, headed away by Bow now, and there goes the full-time whistle, and Leeds take the 3 points. And everybody goes to Metcher and congratulates him. Daniel Farke gives the Fulham boss a hug. But it's 3 points to Leeds, and what 3 points as well. I said halfway through that second half that there's one team is going to get a chance, and whether they've got the quality to take it, and Metcher did with a fantastic volley on the 6-yard box. And what a win. Leeds have lost games in the stoppage time before, notably against Fulham early on in the season, and then, of course, the Newcastle game. This time, Leeds are on the other side of it and get the 3 points. One defeat in the last 10 games for Leeds. What a fantastic finish. Let's take a look at the full-time scores as well. Chelsea, the game's not finished there, but Chelsea are winning 2-0 against Brentford, and Cole Palmer has scored from the penalty spot. It's nice to see him get some form back with the World Cup being just round the corner now. Liverpool and Burnley have drawn 1-1. Another poor result for Liverpool, you would say. Sunderland have beaten Crystal Palace 2-1. Broby again got the winner. Tends to score plenty of goals, does Broby. And West Ham have taken the lead against Tottenham. Tottenham are so poor at the moment. You can't even rely on them. And Callum Wilson's come on and scored in the 93rd minute. So Leeds needed that point, with that 3 points, with West Ham being in the lead as well. The only thing it does is open up a bit of a gap between us and 19th position. Let's take a look at the score. So we're 4 points above Nottingham Forest in 16th position, a point behind Bournemouth. We've got a game to play tomorrow. West Ham are on 17th position. They are 4 points behind Nottingham Forest. Burnley are now 11 points behind Leeds and 7 points behind Nottingham Forest. Wolverhampton Wanderers are done, aren't they? And Burnley are not far off. So that's it. Turns out that it's a win for Leeds in the last second. Keeps us going on an unbeaten run. If you want to join us for another watch along, then you can join us for the Aston Villa Everton game at 4:30 tomorrow evening. Before you go, if you're not a subscriber, just hit that subscribe button and that like. It just helps the channel grow. Thanks to everybody who's watched. We've had great viewing figures again, and really do appreciate all your support. It's getting better and better each week, and we're loving it. But for the moment, we'll see you tomorrow afternoon. Until then, enjoy the rest of your day. See you soon.